Yo, Senfu Sankofa, what up, King? Happy Friday. My brother, what's the deal? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Fortune and Freedom Friday. We back again with another episode of SRDaily, episode 593, closing out week, I think this is week 119. Closing out week 119, going into week 120. Closer and closer to the milestones. Episode 600. 600 episodes is right there on the horizon, man. I remember somebody said I'm not consistent. I remember somebody said that. All right. And I remember I told somebody who knew the person who said it and knew me, it was like, you're the definition of consistency. And I learned that, man, that situation that people will put on you, right? Like, yes. Some people can't even recognize the greatness in them, so they don't recognize the greatness in you. And some people don't give themselves grace, so they don't give you self-grace. They don't give you grace or compassion, right? It's very, let me cut this music off. It's a very real thing. You can't expect to get compassion and grace from someone who doesn't even give it to themselves, right? And everybody's perspective of you is not the truth, right? People have, I'm not consistent because I didn't do the things that they wanted me to do consistently. Meanwhile, I've literally had the same vision. I've held the same I've been on the same mission. I've done pretty much some of the same things for 19 years straight, right? Like 18 years straight, 10 years straight, 593 episodes straight, 120 weeks, 119 weeks straight. Not consistent. And so I used to, when I was, dealing with depression and, not feeling fully myself, like not even nowhere near fully myself, I would allow other people's perspective of me to impact how I felt about myself. But no more, man, like that's your perspective, cool. And the person who I told, who knew both of me and the person who said I was inconsistent, I was so inconsistent and all of this stuff, it was like, yo, you really are the definition of consistency. Like, I've known you for 20 plus years, right? Like 30 years almost. And you've literally always been consistent. And so, yeah, man, I just wanted to throw it out there, right? Because this episode, this show is more of a testament of that, right? It's more testament to my consistency, to my ability to do the things I may not always feel like doing, because I said I would do them. Now, I am a human being having a human experience, right? Like a spirit being having a human experience. And so, yes, there are times when I have dropped the ball, right? Like, I have not always done everything I said I would do or that which was expected of me. Not always. 95, 98% of the time, yes. But there's some times when I've dropped the ball. There's sometimes when I have absolutely dropped the ball and did not come through, did not follow through, did not show up the way even I said I would, right? And in those times, I had to learn that it's not those low moments that define me, right? It's not those low moments that define me. It's the consistent great moments, and even more than that, it's how I bounce back after those low moments, how I bounce back after the failure, after the defeat, after the ridicule, after the criticism, after the abandonment. Right, it's how the fuck I bounce back. If you know me, if you've known me, I always bounce back, man. Nothing keeps me down too long. Nothing knocks me out the fucking game. It may sit me down for a while, but I'm in the game. I'm in the fight. I'm fighting. I'm swinging. I'm defending. I'm blocking. I'm bobbing. I'm weaving. I'm in the fight. I'm in the game. I'm shooting. I'm throwing the ball. I'm catching touchdowns. I'm swinging my fucking bat. However you want to slice it, however you want to dice it, I'm in the game. And I'm in the fight, man. But happy Fortune and Freedom Friday. Mona Love on a check-in. What's the deal? Listen, Freedom Friday. Today we are free, right? I am free, and I am grateful to be free. And every Friday is another Friday that I've been free because I came home on a Friday, all right? So I feel great, man. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel confident. I feel, I feel like something magical is on the horizon. Yesterday was I had an example of my manifestation powers increasing. I had a dream about my uncle, I was looking for my uncle the night before, Thursday night, Wednesday night, looking for my uncle in my dream. Right? Saw somebody who knew him. They was like, yo, I called him, da da da. He didn't no communication. I saw somebody who looked like them, who looked like him. It wasn't him. Yesterday, me and Kimona going to Queensbridge, getting off the bus. I'm like, yo, there go my uncle right there on 21st Street, right there, front street, front and center. Didn't have to look for him. Ran right into him. Jumped off the bus and ran to him. Like manifestation powers. Or just keen insight, right? Like being able to see the future, being able to see what's coming, being able to see what's ahead of me. I literally dreamt about my uncle, and I've been looking for him for months. I ain't seen him since last fall, right? In the last summer, last time I seen my uncle, right? Ain't seen him, yeah, about last summer. Last time I seen him, ain't seen him in months. Been looking for him, been calling around. He don't got no phone, been calling around for him, right? Oh, he just left. Yo, tell him to call me. And nobody calls me when he's there. But I've been looking for my uncle, man. That's my guy. He's one of my biggest. He's been historically one of my biggest supporters. Probably the only family member for a long time. Right now, a lot of family members do, but for a long time, he was the only family member that truly believed in everything that I said I would do. Like truly believed in my wildest dreams. Right, where some family members were like, okay, that's nice. Right, some family members down and be like, yeah, right, how you gonna do that? Right, but he was the one always like more detail, like, oh yeah, so what's the house gonna look like? Like, what kind of car you gonna drive? Oh, I'm excited. Like, what kind of rooms you gonna have in the house? Like, how much money? Like, he was the one when I said, yo, I'm in a 30-room mansion. He'd be like, yo, you gotta make a lot of money, right? And I know you could do it. And so, like, how you gonna do it? And as a youth, I would say a bunch of different things. And he will be right there with me, man. So shout out to Uncle Wayne. Shout out to all the uncles and aunts in the world, man, who believe in the dreams of their nieces and nephews, who support and encourage the wild dreams of their nieces and nephews and don't stunt their growth because of their own limitations and their own bad experiences. So yeah, man, Uncle Wayne is a big reason that I'm able to imagine the way I imagine, the way I'm able to dream the way I dream, and I'm able to like really like have the faith and the confidence and the conviction in my dreams the way I do. So shout out to Uncle Wayne, man. I love that dude so much. Definitely one of my favorite family members by far. Definitely my favorite uncle. Yeah, man. Said Fool said your love for our community is consistent. Yo, it is, and it's always been, man. But let's jump into the show, guys. Let's start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment on this Friday, March 27th, 2026, episode 593 is a quote of the day, and is a quote that I took from Kimona's comment yesterday on the live. She said, trust in the divine with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Trust in the divine with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Let me read it one more time. Trust in the divine with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. This is gold. Gold is gold is gold. So gold that I had to use it because this is what it realistically takes to generally, like, you got a big goal, a small goal, whatever it is, you got no goals and you just, whatever it is, this is what it takes. Because your understanding may be telling you one thing about an experience or a situation or your circumstances that is not seemingly good. It's telling you that it's over. It's telling you that this shouldn't be happening. It's telling you that everything's falling apart. It's telling you that you can't win. It's telling you that there's no way you can accomplish what you set out to accomplish. Blah, 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 blah. But when you do not lean on your own understanding and your senses, what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you touch, when you go beyond, when you go within, right? When you go within and you say, you know what? I'm trusting God. I'm trusting the divine with all of my heart. I know that this path is for me. I know that it is going to work out. I know that even though it doesn't feel like it, it doesn't see like it, like even though it doesn't feel like it and it doesn't seem like it, I know things are working out on my behalf. I know things will work out in my favor when you trust in the divine with all your heart. That's what they say. You just need faith the size of a fucking mustard seed. And do you know how small a mustard seed is? Like, it's so fucking small. But that's all you need is that little bit of faith to keep you going, to keep you waking up, to keep your eyes on the fucking prize, to keep you looking forward to change, to keep you working on yourself, to keep you trying one more time, one more phone call, one more email, one more show up, one more day, trust in the divine with all your heart. And when you can do that, you eventually begin to you can just feel, you can see, or you can sense something different is about to happen. something different is about to happen. Like something different is about to happen. And so yeah, this is a great quote. It was a great reminder for me to trust in the divine with all my heart, man. Like I shared some challenges I had earlier in the fast and some doubts, some self-doubt I had a couple of different days. I like can't do this 50-day fast, and 50 days of not eating. Can't do this shit, man. 50 days, like trying to raise all this money, $50 million, man. This shit is like impossible. I dealt with that self-doubt. But then, like, I remembered, not on my own understanding, I remembered that it's darkest right before the dawn, that things can change in a fucking instant, right? It's one person, one email that can change everything, right? Like, yeah, I remembered that. And so yeah, man, thanks for the reminder. Thanks for she said rephrase from Proverbs. Absolutely, trust in the Lord with all your heart, right? Absolutely, that's where it comes from. But divine, I think, is more our language, more our speed. But yeah, man, that's our quote for the day. We are going to go right along to our need to know news of the day. And today's news is we're talking about Sunday, man. This coming Sunday, I will be at Columbia University once again. Completely different situation, right? This is now my third time in the last, I guess, 2-3 months at Columbia University, right? Completely different things, completely different situations. But I'll be at Columbia University again, facilitating a meditation for the Beyond the Bars conference, right? With Echoes of Incarceration. Let's pull up actually what Beyond the Bars is. What is Beyond the Bars? Beyond the Bars Conference 2026. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's the Center for Justice, right? Center for Justice, man. Hold on. What's the Beyond? No. That's not what I want. I want to know specifically what is Beyond the Bars. Beyond the Bars at Columbia. Right? What is it? Not the program. Center for Justice. It had it right there. Yeah. Beyond the Bars at Columbia University is an annual student-driven conference and fellowship program organized by the Center for Justice. It aims to build justice, equity, and community safety and to end mass incarceration. It connects students, faculty, and advocates with people directly impacted by the criminal legal system to foster action-oriented change. Key aspects of the initiative include the Beyond the Bars Conference, an annual spring conference that attracts a diverse group that allowed to discuss issues like mass incarceration, criminalization of women, and transformative justice. Beyond the Bars Fellowship, an 8-month in-person program based in the School of Social Work, where participants study mass incarceration and develop practical advocacy skills. There's a focus on transformation. The initiative focuses on non-punitive approaches to violence and building community rather than relying on the traditional carceral system. The initiative provides a space for dialogue, education, and community building, bringing together people from within the university and the broader community, according to the Center for Justice. So yeah, that's what I will be doing on Sunday. Echoes of Incarceration. Echoes of Incarceration youth organization, man, focused on youth development and filmmaking and journalism and advocacy as it relates to criminal justice. So right on path. Echoes normally for the last 10 years or so have been their film team, been filming, live streaming, doing interviews and all things like that for them. This year we actually applied to be presenters. Of course, got accepted, and we will be doing a whole workshop on restorative journalism, right, and restorative community building. So we're going to have our circle practice. We're going to do the whole check-in. It's going to be fucking great, man, and I will be leading everyone in our workshop in the meditation, and I'm super excited, right, because, yeah, I think, so I know I'm a great speaker. I know I'm a great writer, but I actually think, like, I'm a pretty great meditation guide, all right? I think that I guide people in such an incredible way to exactly what they need, to a deep place within them. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to share this practice with these folks, whoever's going to be there. I'm excited to, I hope we have a great crew. We should have a great crew because Echoes is going to be there all weekend, tonight, tomorrow, right? They'll be there in different capacities, talking to people, telling people about our workshop on Sunday afternoon. So yeah, I'm thoroughly excited and looking forward to it, man. It'll be today's day 14. It'll be day 16 of no food. And where most people would be tired and not able to put out that kind of energy, I'm excited to be gaining more strength and to still be able to facilitate in highways, even though it's been 16 days since I've had food, right? Nothing but water, coconut water for 16 days. And this is a testament because I'm getting goosebumps right now. A few years ago, a while ago, I don't know how many years ago, right? So I've been home 19 years. I don't know at what point I learned about the Beyond the Boss conference, and I would watch it from the sidelines, and I'd be like, yo, I want to be a part of that. I would love to be a part of that one day. I would love to speak there. I would love to facilitate something there. And so this is a dream come true, right? This is a dream come true. Like I said, for years I've been looking from outside in, saying I want to be a part of it in some capacity. I didn't know exactly what, I didn't know exactly how, but I knew I wanted to present in some way. Right now, as a formerly incarcerated human being, right, 3 years in prison, right, presenting there is a dream come true, man, and it's a testament that, like, if you hold something in your mind long enough, and you are faithful enough and committed enough, and you just do the work, you just show up, how spirit is guiding you, eventually things come true. So like dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. This is a dream come true for me. And it's again a reminder that God is always working on your behalf. To trust in the divine with all your heart and to lean not on your own understanding. So yeah, man, Sunday, I'm super looking forward to it. Not sure if there are more tickets generally for folks, but yeah, that's where I'll be Sunday. And looking forward to that for sure. Let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Mona said, third time's the charm. Ashe, yo. We're going to kill it. Tip of the day, man, to invest in your education. Invest in your education, whether that's attending lectures, going to classes, courses, right, or buying books. Invest in your education. As the saying goes, the more you learn, the more you earn, right? The more you learn, the more you earn. And I don't really care who you are. In this paradigm, if you want to take care of your family, if you want to take care of the community, if you want to build something like meaningful in the world, it's going to take freaking money, right? You're going to have some type of income or some type of connection to some income. But the more you learn, the more you earn. And so I bought more books. I love buying books, man. I bought 6 more books yesterday. I bought The Physics of Consciousness. I bought a book on behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. I bought a novel on the 3 volunteers in the New Earth. And the novel I'm excited to read. I'll read that probably, more so this summer. Yeah, the novel seems really great about 3 volunteers who came to build the New Earth. Yeah, that sounds really exciting. I don't even have it in front of me to read the synopsis, but I will get into that. But yeah, more books. I bought The Intention Experiment by Lynn McTaggart, which is something I read about a few weeks back, I guess, a few weeks back, 2 months or so back. And that was on like the intention groups, right? So people bring together meditating group, and to create more peace. And so she was bringing together groups of people with one specific intention, right? Not to just meditate like on your own, like, but to have one focused intention, world peace, the health of someone, whatever it was, and how they were seeing in certain areas, right? The areas that they were setting intentions in, over time, crime will be lower, right? Like things would, like, it was incredible impact. And so I bought that book. Yeah, I bought 6 books. And if you know me, I love reading. Again, I don't read as much as I would like to. I'm doing media and other things, but like I intend to be reading more, especially as I go outside. It's definitely gonna be streaming, but definitely gonna be less interaction with folks. More interaction and less both, right? More specific, focused interaction, less general interaction when people hitting me up. Listen, I don't got time right now. I'm focused on the strike. I'm focused on raising this money. I'm focused on like completing this book and doing these things. But yeah, invest in your education, man. Again, whether that's going to lectures, taking courses, taking classes, or buying fucking books. I got a lot of books. I got a big library here in the room. My children got a lot of books. It's one thing I take serious is books. Had a few books growing up, but I always wanted more. And I just learned the value of reading, the value of education. And so, me buying these books, me giving this tip is in direct alignment with my ultimate goals, right? It's my ultimate goals. And my ultimate goals is to be the healthiest and the wealthiest person on earth. The healthiest person on earth and the wealthiest person on earth. Those are my main objectives. And yeah, I'm so damn committed to making that my reality. The healthiest person on earth and healthy in all capacities, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially, and financially, the healthiest person on earth and the wealthiest person on earth. Because if the healthiest person on earth, long life, right? Prosperity, able to do all things physically, able to like manage all of the stress and all of the things a lot quickly, a lot more resiliently. And as the wealthiest person on earth, I get to build everything I want to fucking build. And I want to build a lot, right? I want to build everything that humanity needs: schools, clinics, housing, educational institutions, right? Freaking community spaces. I want to be able to help people who are really struggling. I want to be able to really like balance the world, right? And lift up a lot of people who are struggling, not simply by giving everyone money. Yes, some people just need some income. Some people just need some money, like UBI, right? Just need some money right now to get off their feet, right? Get on their feet, rather. Yes, that, but also building systems, we're a healing system, and other systems that help people like grow economically, right? By first getting their mind right, by unlearning and relearning, right? By changing their relationship with money, right? So yeah, world healer, man. I intend to be the wealthiest and the healthiest person on fucking earth. Those are my main objectives, and I say that shit now with so much conviction. When I said it before, it was like, oh, but yeah, that's where we at. And let's go to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day. Fool said, build your library, own a library card. Yes, sir, on a library card and build your own library, man. I have a vision for my library in my school and my library in my home. I like to call the Hall of Light. All right, the Hall of Light, man. Because light is knowledge, right? And in this hall, in this space, you are gaining knowledge, right? Getting knowledge about yourself, knowledge about things you want to learn about in the world. I got a piece of hair, I think. Craziness. But fourth and final segment, man. Let's go to it. Build of the day. Build of the day. Today's build of the day is the power of the ability to speak. I read something that was extremely interesting, and again, that was in alignment with what I know, what I've always known, or at least known for a long time. The ability to speak is extremely powerful. So I came across something about MIT professor, right? It's MIT professor Patrick Winston, right? That's his name, Patrick Winston. Yes, Patrick Winston, How to Speak Theory. And yeah, he taught that the ability to speak will be the most important thing that students will learn, and that was the great determining factor of their success. That would be the great determining factor of their success, right? Not their GPAs, not anything like that, right? Not who they knew, but it was their ability to speak. And so I've learned that speaking is indeed a powerful tool. My ability to speak, right, is what has gotten me in so many doors. My conviction, my ability to articulate my thoughts, to articulate my feelings, my ability to phrase things a certain way. So let's read more about what he said, right? Patrick Winston's How to Speak theory emphasizes that effective communication is a learnable skill, not just innate talent. Definitely something I learned. It was definitely not innate for me. I did not have effective communication as a youth. Not at all. Definitely learned it, but it's a learnable skill, not just innate talent, based on knowledge, practice, and structure. His key principle includes starting with an empowerment promise rather than a joke, using props and stories to explain ideas, and never reading slides to keep the audience engaged. A lot of people, a lot of speakers will start with a joke, but an empowerment promise is something different. So let's talk about the key elements of his approach. The empowerment promise: begin by telling the audience what they will know or be able to do at the end of the talk that they didn't know at the beginning. That's fucking great knowledge, right? Like, let them know, like, by the end of this talk, you will be able to. By the end of this talk, you will have learned that, right? So yeah, that's something I'm automatically threw in the cookie jar. I threw that as soon as I read that shit. I was like, yeah, this is part of my repertoire now. I haven't always done that. Generally, I may start with just not necessarily a joke. I start different ways, right? But yeah, I like that empowerment promise. It empowers them like, oh, okay, right? I see it. The Winston Star 5S's, right? The Winston Star 5S's. He says to make ideas memorable, he suggests using a symbol, a slogan, a surprise, a salient idea, and a story. He said it will tend to stick with people a little more. And I know that story is extremely important. It's having a symbol, yes, and a slogan, yes. Surprise, great. Salient idea, great. But for me, it's been symbol, slogan, and story. Right? No reading slides. Winston heavily advised against reading slides, stating it bores the audience and suggests you are not prepared, proposing a 40+ font size for minimal text. Minimal text, right? The big four, he emphasized using cycles, which is repetition, building a fence, which is defining boundaries of the topic, utilizing props, and starting with a hook that sets up the story. I'm going to watch this lecture. The rule of engagement. He emphasized that audience members have only one language processor, meaning they cannot read and listen simultaneously. They can't read and listen. So if you got slides, they can't read the slides and listen to you, right? Now the slides may be important, but not for you to read from. Like show maybe, and then speak about, right, and go into more depth. But Winston famously argued that success is determined by the ability to speak, write, and the quality of ideas. The ability to speak, the ability to write, and the quality of ideas in that order. And so based on him, I'm on track for my goal to be the wealthiest person in the world, because I think that I'm one of the greatest speakers. I think I'm one of the best fucking writers. And I think I have some of the fucking greatest quality of ideas, if you ask me myself, right? And yeah, so that's success, right? More than your GPA, more than who you knew, who you know, more than all of the shit that I think a lot of us have been conditioned to believe as it relates to success, saying the ability to speak is more important. And so work on your speech, work on your talk, work on your ability to communicate, right? Communicate an idea, to communicate a thought process, to communicate something. And like I said, I really like the empowerment promise. Starting your talk with letting the audience know what they will learn by the end of your talk or what they will be able to do. Like that's I can't Sunday. Well, it's not really a talk, it's meditation. But my next talk, I'm that's embedded in my brain. What will they be able to learn or do by the end of this talk, and give them that promise beforehand? Again, I think I've been fortunate because of just who I am, because of how my bio reads, right? When I'm introduced, I see people glue in a little more. I see people tune in a little more. And for the most part, when I'm talking, most people are tuned in, right? I can always get better. I can always learn. I can always get more people tuned in, and the people tuned in can be tuned in even deeper. And so I think that empowerment promise for me is going to help me reel people in even more, right? Listen, and it's crazy because I heard, like, I listened to Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, and all them guys, and they do that shit. They learned this. They do that, right? By the end, Jim Rohn does it all the time. By the end of this talk, you will be able to blah, 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 whatever it is. He said, Mon Love said, Mel Robbins asked that question of her guests at the start of each talk. She asked what question? What question does she ask of her guests? Come on now. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, I'm excited to take what I'm learning, right, into my work, into my field. Super excited, really. I haven't pushed it yet, man, but as we get closer to the end of this hunger strike, to push my coaching, right? I think I can really help a lot of people, right? Brain and soul coach, neural soul liberation method. I can help a lot of people, man. So it's gonna be a busy summer. It's gonna be a full summer. I'm looking forward to it, right? It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different summer, right? Not being in this home anymore, right? Not knowing exactly where I'll be in June, July. I know in May, April, early May, I'll be outside. End of May, right? We're gonna see what miracles happen, man. We're gonna trust fucking the divine with all my heart, man, and lean out on my own understanding, and knowing that I need a few $1,000s more personally, right, to be able to get a nicer space, right? Got a couple dollars saved, a couple dollars coming in. But I definitely need, another 6, 7. I need really another $10,000 to be able to put to an apartment, right? At least an apartment, maybe not a house right now, immediately, house by the end of the year, maybe. But May, right? I'm gonna work on just getting another nice apartment and going from there, man. Nice apartment, be able to be safe, be able to think clearly, all right. And then from there, getting my first house, all right. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Looking forward to all of the shit, man. But that's the end of our show, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mona clarified what will listeners learn by the end of this conversation. Super important. But yeah, that's the end of our show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I am your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into SR Daily, episode 593. We are closing out week 119. Next week will be 120 as we get closer and closer to milestone episode 600. Man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to say, if whoever is listening follows what you say, how will their life change? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. Join us tonight on YouTube, right? 9 p.m. every night, tonight, tomorrow night. Every night for these 50 days, we are on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us next week, Monday, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course TikTok Live. And remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up! The power is in you. Peace and love.